Good evening, everyone. It's Tom Sydney Bushnell, aka Numbers, here from Psych Club, the Tom Numbers Show, and News with Tom Numbers. So it's August. It's kind of chilly. Oh well, I guess that's what it is. I've been thinking about a few things. One of which is the phrase, "the best is yet to come." That's 228. 228. That also comes to we are from the future. So when President Trump says the best is yet to come, 228, and he says, "I can promise you that," he's also saying we're from the future. I can promise you that. And now what does that imply? What does it imply if someone's from the future? Future is 91, POTUS, freedom, liberty. Sorry, not freedom, freedom 66, but liberty, Space Force, POTUS 91. Actually, I'll mention it now. So a friend of mine, people will know Mrs. Handy IU and her dear husband Bob, Mr. Handy IU. So yeah, Handy IU is 91, which is POTUS, Space Force, and Bob Mashold is 78, Kennedy. But unfortunately, Bob's been struggling with health for a long time, and he unfortunately passed away last week. So I just wanted to give a shout out to him and to Kathy and to the family. But he was a lovely man. I had the chance to meet him, and he was a lovely man, and I shared a wonderful lobster with him and Kathy. And lobster's 91, Handy IU 91, POTUS 91, Space Force 91. So yeah, it's a shame that he's passed, but he was a lovely man, and yeah, I was glad to know him, and I'm sure he's looking down and doing his work continually on the other side. So this is for you, Bob. So what's been happening this week? There's a lot of the toing and froing with the court cases with President Trump, and there's been a lot made about how it's going to lead to certain things because of what's the phrase? Discovery. I should do the numbers on that, but Discovery, the Discovery Channel. Maybe that's what it will turn into. The Discovery Channel. That might happen. Some people want to be on YouTube, so there they are. Yeah, Discovery. This is interesting. I think we're going to see more of this. I think this, as I've said before, I think this leads into all the way into the election of 2024. That's what I see. I see that it going that long, and I guess it needs to take that amount of time so everyone can see who's who. All levels of people will get the chance to witness and see what's been going on. So that's what I see with all this. I see it going on for that period of time. But we'll see. There's things change. Maybe things aren't completely revealed as we think. But I do see that. I see that very clearly, that election in 2024 is the calling election made sure. What does that mean? I've mentioned it a bit before, but it means many things. 246, calling election made sure. In the twinkling of an eye, 246. Yes, the 5th of November, 246. Yes, every last secret, 246. Diana, the Princess of Wales, 246. I see all these things. So we've still got a bit of time. But as with all of this, I think they're trying to do it as gently as possible, with the least amount of casualties, to wake as many people up as possible. So I feel that's the way it's going. I feel that's what's happening. What do you think? Put your comments below. Let us know what you think. It's a multi-layered, multi-dimensional chess game. Mission Impossible, if you haven't seen it yet, I'd recommend going and watching that. They talk about fourth dimensional chess in there, actually. President Trump has spoken about that before. But four-dimensional chess, yeah, we're being taught it, aren't we? We're being taught it for sure. Chess is 54, which is love, which is orbs. Oracle, I did the show with Sophia Stewart. Stewart is 106, which is prophecy. Sophia 68, language. Sophia Stewart 174, real Donald Trump. Trust the plan, eye of the storm. Currency exchange. November 6th, the day after, November 5th. The Batman movie indicates that there's calm on November 6th. So I think, yeah, I feel there's a lot of things coming. I think there's going to be a lot of twists and turns, but I do think that's what we're heading towards. Another thing with 228, so the best is yet to come, is it says total financial collapse 228. Now that's not the best is yet to come, but it is if you go into a new system. It also comes to 143, storm, awakening, silver. So it comes to 143 is November 5th, plus 85 storm, awakening, 228, the best is yet to come. I think that's coming. I think somehow everything's going to all kind of happen simultaneously, all in one go. Someone told me once if they wanted to do something to make sure there's no comeback from an enemy that they were facing or something they're trying to do, they would do it all simultaneously, all at once. I think that's what's going to happen. I think we're going to see everything, good and bad. I think it's going to be in the twinkling of an eye. I think it's going to be simultaneously done, and it will lead up to the precipice where we think, you know, maybe there's no hope, but there is hope, and this is all a game. That's the irony of this is all a game. I don't understand it all, but I do get a lot of feelings about it and intuition on it, but I do ask myself the question, why did we sign up for this? Someone put out a tweet today, can't remember if you look on my Twitter, I've retweeted it, but they were talking about the fifth dimension and the third dimension, and asking the question if some of us have come back from the future to help, and I think maybe some of us have done, and maybe not all of us are aware of that yet, but we're getting awareness of it. And I think at the same tweet, there's a couple I put out today, there's either the same tweet or another one where they're talking about future ascended masters or future versions of ourselves, and how the synchronicities are directed by them. So they were saying you might see a street number or a street name, or something will change in the matrix to give you a confirmation that you're on the right track. And that's what I get with the numbers. So I get the feeling, I get the intuition, I get the marker, and then I correlate it with the numbers. So I don't do numbers first, I get the feeling and then I do the numbers. That begs the question, what's free will? Because there's a lot of people that talk about free will. Megan Rose talks about that a lot, and I enjoy doing shows that I've done with Megan. But free will, I wonder if we do have free will. I don't know if we do, actually. I don't think we do. If you boil it down, you know, talking about, galactics can't interfere in free will. Well, what are the synchronicities then? I think they do. I think they're permitted to do. I think it's all part of the rules of the game that we signed up for. Again, I don't fully understand it, but I feel bit by bit getting closer to some kind of understanding of it. But I think there's a lot more. But I would contest that I don't think we do have free will. Yeah, and I think what we're going into, I think we will have free will. I think we'll have total freedom of choice, because if you don't have full disclosure, you can't have free choice, can you really? It's like, okay, you can choose this or this, but you don't fully know the outcome, so it's not a free choice. It's a kind of best estimate, or guess at best. And I think that's really what life is, most of it. So I don't think we have free will, really. Others will contest that, and that's fine. I just don't think that we really do. So I do think, yeah, I don't think we're in a, I get the principle, I get the understanding, but I don't actually think it is what it says on the tin. I don't think we have free will, because you have to have full disclosure of your actions, and that never comes until, if you're in a linear time fashion, which we are in this 3D matrix, you don't know the outcome of your actions and your choices, so there's no actual free will, I don't believe. Anyway, answers on a postcard, everyone. See what you think. All right, everyone. It's getting a bit chilly, so God bless you. Lots of love. Speak soon. Take care. Bye.